Shall we? Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine with me and my bungalow in Thailand, making it happen all day long, going into fucking full on jealousy rages with people last night, and we got to talk about it. This fuck envy and jealousy and what people really want and what they're really after. You know, the seven deadly sins, and one of them is envy. And it's bad when you have envy and jealousy because it kills a lot of joy and it starts a lot of miscommunication. And we all want something, and we all want something that somebody else wants. And then if someone else has it, that's called jealousy and envy. Let's get into the show, shall we? So, last night I'm chilling with my homie. She's a homie. We didn't do nothing. We never hooked up. And she kind of gets weird because I'll have other girls and she'll be around. And last night this dude kept hawking on her. He hawked on her last time. I'm like, bro, leave my friend alone. You're being a weirdo. She's literally sitting there right next to me. And he went scoot right between us to go sit with him. Like, back off, bro. You thirsty motherfucker. She turned around, literally told me, this place is a sausage fest. Get me out of here. I got her out of there. She said, oh, that was the good music. We went back. And sure as hell, this dude comes creeping up, trying to talk to her while I'm talking to her, pulling a Paul like he did about last month. And I'm in X Bar again, about to fucking get into another fight again over another dude being thirsty, trying to cut in. And I'm like, bro, seats taken, bro. Go find your own girl. I went to the fucking mini mart to hang out with the homies. These guys never talk to any girls. All they do is sit there with themselves. I bring one pretty Swedish girl to the fucking table, and then all of a sudden, all of them are talking to him. All of them are trying to touch him. All trying to sit there. One dude was literally there, trying to get her WhatsApp. I'm like, why are you asking for her number? I literally call him, what's your intentions? It's private. I'm like, well, she's a little preoccupied right now. What are you trying to do? Trying to cut the line, bro. You're trying to step on toes, and each one did his own subversive hygiene, trying to keep her protected, and all these dudes are trying to fucking reach. Now I get it's about there's not that many pretty girls and everybody's trying to hook up. I get that for sure. But why don't you get your own piece of meat like I talked about? Ridiculous. It's not even funny. And I'm sitting here in this world trying to figure out what squirrel that I want to have a nut with. And I thought I found the squirrel that I want to have a nut with. And then she sees me posting modeling photos and she gets jealous too. So she's jealous of something that didn't even fucking happen. I just have models. I fucking put as many fucking shirts on as many pretty girls as I can so I can fucking market my shit and be worldwide and be world famous with my brand. Meanwhile, the girl that I want and wants me is now jealous and crying. And I'm just like, fuck, bro, you can't win for losing. You can't get anything to be fixed. And that's what I'm starting to really figure out. It's starting to dawn on me that people are fickle. They are full of the deadly sins. There's so much gluttony out there, you know, and that could be just swallowing alcohol to food. There's so much vanity out there, and that concludes narcissism and Instagram. There's so much let's see, wrath, people having pure hatred and contempt for other people, trying to get some get back. There's the full range of these seven deadly sins that we participate as humans. It makes us feel that way. I actually had to do some research last night on jealousy and how people have covetousness and they reach for things. My friend is a grown ass woman. She can hook up whoever she wants to. And I walked away that night. I didn't want to have another fight next bar. I'm not trying to protect someone that doesn't want to be protected. It happened last month with the homegirl. I thought I was helping her out because homeboy was just being like totally possessive and trying to grab her away and asking her if she wants drinks while she's talking to me and just being a bunch of habitual line crossers and steppers and fucking and really, I mean, the girl's literally dancing with me all night long. I bring her to the thing and the dude can't wait to swoop. Hey, swoop away, bro. You can keep her. She's not mine, but like this kind of behavior I'm not a part of. I'm not a part of people that don't want to see me grow or see me grow my brand or be proud of me because my fucking photo shoot was so dope. The girl was absolutely gorgeous. She made me look absolutely good, and that's all that fucking matters in life. The rest of these motherfuckers are out here trying to fucking jockey for position, but they're not trying to fucking talk to women during the daytime. They're not trying to approach them. They're trying to steal meat instead of hunt it. And that's what I keep telling people. It's like things that belong to you, if you hunt them down, that's the meal you're going to fucking eat. It doesn't belong to anyone else. And then people are trying to steal meat and be a little fucking vulture and try to jackal away with something that, you know, like the hyenas. They're just fucking annoying on the Serengeti. They don't actually go hunt like the lions. They only trying to annoy the lions away so they can get a little piece of meat. And that's what ended up happening last night. I had a little fucking jackal, and hopefully they're all fucking and they're gonna be a great couple and all that stuff. It's not my hole to poke on. I already have my hole to poke on, but the hole I'm poking on is jealous that I have models. And it was just like there's so much jealousy and envy. There's just so much jockeying for position. People are always going to see and perceive something that someone else has as better than what they have. And in this complication, it makes us messy. It makes us not appreciate what we have. That's exactly what it does. It's like the same thing I was telling the girl last night. It's like the suffering and the trauma that we have during worry doesn't change the outcome. We literally torture ourselves the whole way for something that might not even happen. And that's what's happening today. It's like we got to wait till we cross that bridge before we worry about it. And a lot of people worry before they're even at the bridge. And I just don't get it. I just don't get it. So, I'm living in this world where I work really hard to have this life, and I'm not trying to have anything that doesn't belong to me. I'm not trying to build on these bungalows unless it belongs to me. I'm not trying to be in a relationship unless it belongs to me. I'm not trying to covet something that belongs to someone else. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not having there's a hole for everybody, and everybody should find their hole and fit into it. And that's just it. I'm not trying to have me fit a square peg in a round hole. If the glove don't fit, you ought to quit. And I'm not trying to quit on this girl. I like her a lot, and we need to have a face-to-face conversation. There's a lot of worry about pregnancy and family and relationships, and some people aren't really that adapt for it, and that's fine too. And if that's okay too. I'm not here to grab onto something, and that's what I was looking up last night. The Stoics' belief of letting go. Like I can handle myself. Then go handle yourself. Handle your own shit. But I don't want to hear about it later. Well, that guy was being weird or d. Try to protect you. I can only protect you so much. If you're seeking it, if you really want to hook up with the weirdo at the bar and he's being creepy and you're allowing it, or you're going back up to him, then you're choosing it. I don't give a shit. My point is, please don't be jealous on my shit, dude. Don't bring your fucking weirdo game playing, encouraging weirdos to talk to them and shaking your butt on them and giving them false hope. Or maybe you want that hope. Maybe you want these dudes to be super thirsty on you and circle around you like vultures and orbiters. And some girls need that amount of attention. She didn't get any attention from me on New Year's, so she slept with some Thai dude. She's like, thanks for protection. Maybe she slept with the English dude last night. It's your pussy, bruv. You do what you want to do with it. I don't give a fuck, dude. I only want my pussy to care about me and be on its way so we can have a conversation. And that's what I'm on about. I'm on about moving forward to the things that I care about instead of something that someone else covets and wants and desires or has their own fucking fear based mentality towards. I want what's coming to me. I want what belongs to me, something that's mine. Other people can covet it. Other people can be jealous of it. Other people can want it. But if it's not my meat, go ahead, take a bite. But if it belongs to me, I'm not trying to share. I'm not trying to fucking be someone's multiple person or be in rotation or be second fiddle. That'll never happen. And if she wanted to choose the weird English bro, then that's what just happened. You made a choice, stick with your choice. I'm okay with it. I know I'm the better man. And if you want that other man, then go after him because I'm not the available man. I'm preoccupied with something else and it's way more important to me. So I'm going to put some energy what's important me. What's important to me is to have something in my life, my dream, making my shirts a reality, having these models make it all over the world. That was the plan the whole fucking time. And if people want to get jealous, they're going to have to work it out. Figure it out. Like I have my shirt. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure out why you're fucking being jealous. Figure out why you want something that belongs to someone else. Figure out why you're still trying to holler at the only pretty girl at the bar while she's already fucking sitting there talking with me. Why can't you talk to your own girls? Why can't you fucking have some day game and invite them out to a boat trip and take them around and meet them during sunsets, and then you can have them sit next to you and have other dudes try to take her away from you. Like you can have that happen. I'm not trying to compete on that level. I want a girl that isn't trying to rub her booty or go over to the guy after I almost beat him up, and then stay away from that dude, you know? But no, no, she wanted to fucking entertain it, and I was like, I'm out of here. I left the bar. I left it to themselves. You want it bad enough, bro? Keep it, bro. I'm not trying to fight over some little piece of meat that jackals are still trying to chew on. I'm a gazelle. I'm gonna pull my meat up into the tree. I'm a jaguar. I'm gonna eat my own fucking meat in the tree, and they can stay in the tree below me, whining and grabbing. You've seen the Serengeti. I'm sure you've seen nature. BBC World, Planet Earth. All that good stuff. I'm sure you've seen nature. I got bunkies that come into my bungalow and steal fucking candy bars from me. So, there's always going to be a monkey stealing resources. Except for I'm the monkey that makes resources, and I make my resources the way that I want them to, and I make them to be a certain way and a certain thing, and to have things that belong to me and not something that someone can take away from me. If it's takeawayable, then it doesn't belong to me. And that's just how I feel. I don't want it if it's that easy, and I don't want it if someone can easily take it away from me. So it's just that thing where it's like, if it belongs to you, right? No one can take it. And if it's takeable, then it didn't belong to you. Pretty simple stuff, but people jockeying for position. The chick that fucking bought me distance and not want to hook up, she was definitely wanting to hook up. You're a free bird, bro. Go do what you got to do. I don't own you. You know what I mean? But the pussy that I do own needs to bring its ass on over here and have a fucking conversation with me so we can fucking fix this topic and fucking see if I have a relationship. See if I want the girl that wants me and not some other guy. I want something that no one else can take away from me. I know I keep repeating myself, but that's just facts. And I want someone to choose me. I don't want a girl that's gonna try to go over to the dude after I tried keeping him away, and she just sat over and sat closer to him. And I was like, then you made your choice. If that's what you're choosing, make a choice. And I feel like a lot of people are shitting and not, or you need to shit or get off the pot. It's pretty simple. I'm on the pot daily, and I choose to be on the pot. It's a choice. It's Saint's addiction. I'm choosing to take action. I'm not just passively letting things go by and then it just happens to me. I fucking make something happen to it, and that's just it. It was such a great photo shoot yesterday. She was so beautiful. She made me look so good. She was so easy to work with, and all the photos came out so good. She made me look so good. My shirts fit her perfect. She was so free, and it said freedom, and my design fit her so perfectly over those big old titties, big old booty, looking good, making my girl fucking super jealous. I didn't know what she's like. Seems like you got your hands full, and I was like, what? Yeah, you already got girls, and I'm like, what? Just because I take photos of girls with my shirt on doesn't mean I'm fucking them. I've never fucked any of my reliable models. Facts, it's business. I'm not trying to shit where I eat, man. And it's not my way of getting girls. I go talk to girls and approach them and fuck them. That's how I get girls. There's no sneaky, hey, I'm some perverted fucking photographer just trying to sneak bitches and like, oh, hey, you're hot, let's look up. Nope, it's not that. I keep a safe space with my models. They're here to take photos, and they're not there to get grabbed on or fucked on and taken advantage of. This is the way that I get girls. The girl that I was with, she's already in love with some dude. She met one day and he already left, and then she got some other England guy, and he's in love with her and followed her to the island. She's got her whole fucking shit fucked up, and I'm not trying to be a part of it at all, at all. I'm not trying to be a part of any of that shit. Oh, I got burps. Oh man. Drinking water on a cigarette stomach. Happened to me yesterday. Throwing up online. Whew. Too much water on an empty stomach. too much smoke on an empty stomach. But yeah, I should be so lucky if I get to be a father. And I should be so lucky if I can find a relationship where it's not jealous. And I should be so lucky if I get a woman that actually wants me and build a family. And that's what I thought I was finding New Year's, and it didn't happen. And I like somebody, and she likes me, and I hope we can work it out because we have something awesome. And we'll see. You know, some people blow their blessings. Yeah, they overthink it. They miscalculate it. Yeah, and then they destroy it. And they start separating and putting separation into things, and building problems where there aren't any, and creating their own issues through jealousy. And it's just like, you know, there wasn't an issue till I started posting the model photos, and then it became a jealous thing. I'm like, I didn't even think you liked me that much. And it's like, obviously you like me because you're jealous, but also it creates issues where there aren't any. And it's so weird that we have some blessings, and then we squander it. We blow the candles off the cake, and as soon as we get a cake and everybody's celebrating and wishing us happy birthdays, what ends up happening? We blow the candles off the cake. We blow them right off the cake during the celebration. We forget to celebrate and enjoy life. We start to complicate it and create our own issues. And that's what ends up happening. We only have the issues that we have in our mind. We only have our lack of discipline and our seven deadly sins dancing in front of us, keeping us away from our discipline. It's all the things that we practice, you know, that gets us there, gets us in this mode to be envious and jealous, and to ruin something that's good. This is the easiest way to fuck up shit that's working, is to sprinkle our fear on it, or our misunderstandings, or not communicate, and we exasperate things that would be working and working completely fine, but we want to sprinkle our fear on it, or oh, I might not get that job, or "Ooh, what if they don't like me as much, or what if this goes wrong. We'll constantly create obstacles before the goal, before it even starts. Like, our minds will just come up with all sorts of ways, like, oh well, I can't afford it, or she won't like me back, or what if this doesn't work. And I spend more of my time of, what if it does work? What if my dreams actually do come true? What if I actually manifest what my reality, and things are that real? That's a lot. It's a lot of power there. There's a lot to say. I'm always going to do my best, and I'm going to expect the best, and to put my best out there is a huge responsibility. I keep bringing up LL Cool J because he said it best, but LL Cool J was like, I made a promise to myself to always do my best. And some people are in a different promise. They're on their promise to always do their worst, to always assume the worst, or to let one of the seven deadly sins take place. Or, you know, it's so easy to stay gluttonous. It's not so easy to have a diet, you know, or some kind of discipline. It's so easy to get jealous, but it's not so easy to have trust. We don't work on the hard things. We go right back to the seven deadly sins. We go right back to our weaknesses, and we tap into those things instead of tapping into our powers of manifestation and hope and love. We tap into our fear and hate, and one of those are going to rule. You know, you can't live in worry and still manifest. Either you're in a manifesting state, or you're in a worry state, and that's what's going to run shot in your head. That's the record that's going to be played over and over again for all of us. And it's just like, if I have some kind of power, any kind of power inside of myself, what kind of power am I going to manifest? What am I going to do with my power? Am I going to waste it, and let it fucking eat me up inside, and run amok in my head with all the worst things that could possibly go wrong? Or I can spend my time and energy focusing on what could go right, and what I want to manifest, and what I want it to be like, instead of what the worst case scenario is. Why can't we think about what the best case scenario could be? Why can't we put energy into what we want it to be, instead of what we fear it could be? And that's a real decision. A lot of people, they're sitting in their lives, and they're letting it run amok in their head. They're trying to just, like, let shit fucking be the gremlin on the screen, the bed, the boogeyman, and we let these things, the dark closets, um, um, glorify or magnify in our minds to be worse than the actual. There is no goblin under the bed, but we let them be. We create boogeymans in our head, and it tortures us. We literally torture ourselves through the whole process instead of enjoying. Now we're literally fixating and ruminating and letting our minds run amok inside of ourselves instead of letting our energy manifest the things that we want, instead of actually journaling and writing down what we actually want, right, and putting in some energy into creating. We put our energy into destroying. We totally yin and yang. We put our energy into what's not going to work and what could go wrong, and let's think of the worst things, because then we're prepared, instead of let's prepare for the best, and maybe the worst stays away, this is just different approaches. People just have fucking straight up different approaches, and that's just what I'm talking about with my life. Is I just wanted to put my energy into the things that serve me, instead of these things that aren't working for me. And if it doesn't work for me, then I don't want it. You know what I mean? I'm only looking for things that I can make myself, like my shirts and my dreams and my realities, these bungalows and these shirts and these brands and bungalows, brands, and business, man. That's what I want to stay focused on. Those are the things that are going to give me fruit and keep me in the game. Sitting there worrying about things being out of frame or not correct, or why things aren't working. I can spend loads of time on the worst, but I can also spend the exact same amount of energy on the best, and that's what I choose to do. I choose to focus on solutions and not problems. I actually use the word challenge instead of problems. I always see it as a challenge, and I always accept a challenge. I can't wait to for something to challenge me and ask me to fix itself up and get it right. And that's what I wanted to do, so I'm going to put my energy into things being being created and made and brought into reality, versus these things that aren't even in reality, trying to destroy things and make me make worse decisions, or behave in a certain way because I was in a jealous mood, or I wasn't understanding. All these things just breed a load of darkness and negativity, when you can easily water the flowers as much as you water the weeds. And that's that simple put. You're literally choosing to hold the bucket over what you want to grow. And most of us, we sit and worry and anxiety, and we just keep letting it grow. It's like the girl that went to dinner the other day. She just couldn't unplug. She was so stressed out. She's like, oh, my laptop's not working, this and that. And then all of a sudden it was, now she's drinking, she's doing balloons and hitting on dudes. So it was like, we can only fake it for so long. We can only sit there and go like, okay, well, someone's pulling up. I'm hearing them, but yeah, I'm not interested in making growing things that aren't trying to grow with me. I'm not interested in um, um, putting energy into things I don't want to grow. I'm only interested in fucking growing things that put shade over me and provide for me fruit and bear fruit later. If it doesn't bear fruit, then why grow it? Why put any more energy into it? And that's just a decision. So you can sit there all day manifesting a negative reality and what could go wrong, or you can spend the same thing on what could go right. What do I want to happen, not what could go wrong? It's the same thing that they did with women when they were like, what do you want to date? Women go, oh, he can't be, he's got to be taller, he can't be this less of money, da 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 da. It's not what he can't have. That list is long. Let's promote what we do want. Okay, we want a healthy individual. We want someone that's physically and mentally healthy, spiritually preferred, all three things. And then we want the person to also be genuinely interested and genuinely wanting what they want and going after it, versus the people that just put lip service and go, yeah, I want to quit this next year. I'll come talk to you. And then they didn't come talk to me. Shout out to Jeremy. So he didn't really want to drink. or quit drinking. He just wanted to give me the lip service of quit drinking. There's going to have to actually be some sacrifice, and there might have to be some self. There's definitely going to have to be some self discipline to get it. You can't just run lip service and go, "Oh, I'm never drinking again." How about it's New Year? And my other buddy actually didn't even drink on New Year to start the year right. He said, "Finally, I'm off of Charlie. I'm done chasing the coke. It's always been such a force to me, and I'm so impressed with you, man. I'm going to help you build on these bungalows, and thank you for helping me get sober, and I'm actually practicing." It's the act of doing the things that you want to be doing that magnifies it. It's the other acts that magnify the darkness, and whatever you do in the dark comes out in the light. So people can grow darkness if they want, but there's so much light out there, you got to seek it, and it's going to be seeking you. So it requires some sacrifice, it requires a decision, and it requires some effort to be able to be on the manifesting side, to be able to bring forth the things that you want instead of the things you don't. So you're for sure to magnify anything that you concentrate on. So if you want to concentrate on the negative, for sure it's going to grow, and you're going to feel like it's a problem, midlife crisis, and there's issues and I'm crying. Or B, you could be the type of person that says, "Hey, these are the things that I want out of my life, and I am seeking it, and it's seeking me. And I'm going to keep putting it out into the universe, and I'm going to speak it into existence, and I'm going to manifest it because that's what I want to happen. That's the area that I want to grow. This would make me happy versus these things that aren't making me happy and starting to take run shot over my mentality and create divide and separation and weirdness. I'm not going towards the weirdo. Maybe the girl last night wanted to go towards the weirdo. That's on her. Then you got weirdo in your bed this morning, and enjoy that. Maybe that's what you were seeking. Then that's what's going to grow. You go find yourself an alcoholic, because I'm not. Go be with the dude that's weird, because I'm not. And then go with that kind of behavior, because I'm not. I'm going to be the guy that's going after what I care about, and I'm going to grow what I'm caring about, and I'm going to reinforce those things, because last time when I had everything that I wanted, I didn't appreciate it, and then I squandered it, and I'm not going to squander it again. So I'm on my case, I'm on my level to the things that I want and the things that are wanting me, and I'm going to sit there and put as much energy as I possibly can so that that thing grows, instead of this other area where the monster gets bigger under the bed, or gets scarier in the closet, or I make monsters in my own head. And that's what most of us are. We have monsters in our head, and they don't really exist. Monsters don't exist. Emotions exist, and our emotions will tell us the realest part about ourselves. And if we get too emotional and we stay in these zones of seven deadly sins, and we let the sins appease us, maybe we eat our emotions, or we hate too much and complain too much, or whatever the fuck the wrath is, or maybe we care too much about ourselves, and it's all about our vanity and seeing our fucking faces on social media. That's what you're going to get, and it's not going to feed you. So that's the thing. So you can pick your god, but maybe your god might not treat you the way that you want it to. So pick wisely. Pick wisely on what you believe in. Pick wisely on what you let inside your brain, and what you tell yourself, and you will see what grows, for sure. Whatever input output you put it in here, it's coming out here. And like I said, if you don't put it out there um, openly, it will come out sideways. So, make sure that you're chasing the things that you want to chase in life. Make sure that you're being detailed on your manifestations. Make sure you're actually focused on what you want, and that's what you're going to get. And that's your morning marijuana motivation. If you got anything out of this motivation, make sure you like, share, and subscribe below. But most importantly, make sure that you practice self discipline. Make sure that you get yourself away from the seven deadly sins and look for things like loyalty over vanity, or action over gluttony, or love over wrath and hate. And that's what's going to change. So you have a deity. You can only serve one God at a time. Make sure that you pick the one that's picking you, and then that way you won't have something taken away from you. You'll have everything given to you because you've been working on it and growing it, and putting the energy into the things that you wanted instead of the things that you don't. Peace and love. And as always, Chigaton. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, or subscribe. Make sure that you're practicing your own divinity and manifestations, and staying away from all those negative connotations, these things that we just torture ourselves with the whole fucking time, and it doesn't need to even fucking happen that way. So that's your kernel of truth, and a little bit of knowledge, and dropping knowledge on the day. And I'm gonna go get into my day, fix my own relationships, manifest my own life, and put my energy into the things I want to grow. Peace. I'll see you on the other side. Ciao.